I am in 2 Samuel in my daily Bible reading. There's a verse that at first glance seems to stretch the boundaries of what we know about God's law. In 2 Samuel 8:18 we read, "And Benaiah the son of Jehoiada was over the Cherethites and the Pelethites, and David's sons were priests." Samuel 8. That last line makes us pause. David's sons were priests? But the law of Moses was clear. Only the sons of Aaron, Levites by birth, could serve as priests before the Lord. David's children were from Judah, not Levi. How do we make sense of this? The answer lies in understanding what the word priest meant in that context. In Hebrew, the word kohanim could mean a priest to God, but it was also used more broadly to describe someone who served in an official or intercessory role. David's sons weren't God's priests, they were his priests. In other words, they were chief officials, advisors, men who stood between the people and the king, representing his will and carrying petitions to him. We don't have to wonder if David blurred the lines of God's order. Scripture tells us plainly that he appointed Levites to serve as God's priests in Jerusalem. 1 Chronicles 15:23-26. He never tried to replace them with his children. And the chronicler makes it clear for us when looking back at this moment. David's sons were the chief officials in the service of the king. 1 Chronicles 18:17 ESV. So why does this matter? Because it reminds us of the vital separation between earthly and divine intercessors. David's throne had its officials, but God's throne had its priests. The two roles were never meant to overlap until Jesus. And that's where the good news breaks in. Jesus is the king and the priest, the son of David and the eternal Son of God. He isn't an intercessor only for a king's throne. He is the intercessor at heaven's throne. Consequently, he is able to save to the uttermost those who draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. Hebrews 7:25. One king, one priest, one intercessor. And here's the wonder. He didn't stop there. In his mercy, Jesus made us priests too, not by bloodline, not by family name, but by grace. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. 1 Peter 2:9 ESV. David's sons could intercede before their father the king, but because of Jesus, we can come boldly before the Father in prayer. We don't need another go-between. The high priest himself has opened the way, and he's brought us with him. One king, one priest, one intercessor. And by his blood, we are a royal priesthood. I'd love to hear from you. What does it mean in your life today to live as part of a royal priesthood? Share your thoughts in the comments.